adulthood. It's something. Now, I'm an adulthood rookie. I haven't really been in adulthood for very long. Some of you may say I hit unk status. From what I've heard, and I guess my little bit of experience with adulthood, these are probably the worst things about adulthood. Number one is bills, all right? The bill collector is gonna be at your door. Rent is due, all right? That's why I'm making this video right now. I'm not at that point yet where I have to pay rent and shit, but I will be pretty soon. And I'm pretty sure when I get to that point, all right, the rent is going to be haunting me. There will be sleepless nights when I'm thinking about okay, it's not that bad. But not only that, you got to pay other bills like your phone bill, monthly subscriptions. Like I have a bunch that I don't even use that just sometimes go through on my account. Like I don't know how many times I forgot about a subscription. You know, this would be a good opportunity for like a sponsorship to come in, but it's not. It unfortunately is not because I need my ass saved right now, bro. And the ones that I still have are expensive as hell too, like Netflix, Spotify, HBO Max. All right, I gotta put on some South Park. But when I move out, my bill collector is gonna be my #1 op. But now that you're grown as hell, you got bills to pay, you gotta get a job. And I have you guys to thank because I don't know what the hell I would do without YouTube. The put the fries in the bag meme would just be so true in my case. But before YouTube, I had a job. I worked at a grocery store and that shit was ass, bro. It was garbage. And I was like 16 at that time. So I was just starting to pay for my own things. Like I bought my own PC. My parents were trying to teach me the importance of money, which is good. You know, I'm glad I didn't turn out like spoiled as hell. When it comes to your first job, definitely pick an option that is the most bearable for you or whatever seems to be the most bearable. It's inevitable. It's gonna happen. But some people are out here starting like 6-figure clothing brands at 15 years old, which is unreal. When I was 15, all I would do is fucking sit on my ass and play Fortnite, bro. I didn't do much at all. But when you're a noob at this first job, just expect to get cooked. I cannot tell you the amount of times my manager was on my ass, bro. And the amount of times customers would bitch at me. Holy shit. But if you're getting a job like straight out of college or something, it's gonna take a bit to like get adapted to the workplace and things like that. Commuting back and forth, and I guess like your just schedule overall is going to change drastically. Like I feel like even though, you know, this doesn't feel like work most of the time, I am on my computer like almost all day, bro. I'm recording, coming up with ideas, editing. I'm gonna have a dent in my head because of the amount of time I'm wearing headphones. It's unreal. And you're like early to mid 20s, you're kind of getting accustomed to the working world and dealing with a bunch of responsibilities. But yeah, as a kid, I don't know, like me personally, I had barely any responsibilities. And now that I'm an adult, I feel like I'm having trouble staying on top of everything. And it's gonna be even worse when I'm living on my own. There's gonna be a lot more things that I'm gonna have to take care of. And sometimes when you live on your own, you have roommates. And there was only one point in my life where I did live on my own. It was my freshman year of college. And I lived in a dorm room for the year, but I was able to commute back and forth home so I could make videos. And living in a dorm room is like the biggest downgrade ever. There's like no space, can barely move around in there. And the bathrooms suck ass, bro. They're dirty as hell. There's puke on the floor. And I don't want to get into the rest, bro. Unless you're rooming with your friends, getting roommates, it's like a roulette. They're either really good and they'll help out with like cleaning and all that other shit, or they could just be very weird, or they don't help out at all at cleaning, like their side of the room is a mess. Luckily, I didn't get bad roommates, but I did get some bad people like on my floor. There was somebody once that literally opened the door to our room, and I guess their plan was to steal shit, because I heard the next day that they just stole a bunch of shit out of other people's rooms that were unlocked. Thank God my roommate was in there, or I would have lost a bunch of shit. You know, now that high school's over, you're officially an adult. It's now your choice if you want to take your education to the next level. And when it came to classes, you know, I didn't really feel like I was taking my education to the next level. I was just taking the most pointless and boring classes. It just felt like I was wasting my money. A lot of the classes I was taking just felt very unnecessary and just filler. And when you go to class and you meet people at college, all right, it's a restart, right? Like you get to restart how everybody perceives you. Because in high school, once you're perceived as like, I don't know, the weird kid, you're going to hold that rep for a long ass time. You will never live down certain things that you do in high school. It sucked. I hated it. So I tried to get the most out of it by using it for profit on my YouTube channel. I milked every last penny out of my high school stories because it truly was ass. But college didn't really feel much better, in all honesty. Some of you may disagree with me, but in reality, it's kind of just like you're studying all the time. You may talk to friends here and there. And I also had YouTube going on, so I had to take care of that as well. Some people expect that shit to be just like the movies, like there's gonna be parties 24/7. It is not. And I went to a college party once, and it kind of sucked. Don't get me wrong, I was wasted out of my mind, so I still had fun, but I had like no room to move anywhere. But if you're going to college and you're just like, I really don't want to be here, but you don't feel like you're in a good position to leave, just try to make the most of it. So at least at the end of the day, you made friends, you did all the shit you wanted to do. But yeah, I don't know if this one's just me, but sometimes I just randomly get tired. I don't know what it is. Like, I almost fall asleep in my chair. I make sure I get like 8 hours of sleep, but sometimes I literally just almost knock out in my chair. I don't know. Maybe it's just because of like the mental energy I'm putting in to whatever it is I'm doing at that time. And as soon as my face hits the bed frame, I'm done. I'm out. Like, as a kid, there were a lot of nights where I couldn't even really sleep. Like, it was like I just cracked a few monster energies. I was bouncing on the walls and shit. There was no stopping me. But as an adult, all that energy is just gone. And it's crazy to think that I was like so hyped to be an adult. I had no fucking idea what was coming, bro. If you're still a kid and you're watching this, just enjoy your childhood. Don't try to rush to become an adult. But yeah, another thing that comes with adulthood is back pains, leg pain, just any kind of pain. You name it, it will be there. And throughout my entire childhood, my posture was shit. I had that Discord mod as gamer posture. It was bad. But in like 20 years time, when I'm in my 40s, I'm gonna have to apply copious amounts of icy hot, bro. I'm done. Even sometimes when I get up in the morning, if I like turn my back the wrong way or my neck, like I feel like an old man, just ready to be thrown in a retirement home. But of course, once you hit UNC status, now you have to pay taxes. You are responsible. The IRS doesn't give fuck all about telling you how much you have to pay. You have two options. You either get an accountant, which costs more money, or you do it yourself. And of course, Uncle Sam is trying to take my YouTube bag away. And when it comes to that point of the year, tax day, everybody's scrambling around to get that money back to them in time. And even on a payment plan, of course, on YouTube, my income fluctuates. My channel did much better in 2023 than in 2022. So I owed them a lot of money, and I just scrambled to get it to them on that date, or else the IRS was gonna hunt me down. Okay, I wasn't that serious. I really don't think it's that deep. If you're a couple days late, they're not gonna be on your ass. There's people out there actively evading taxes, so they're gonna go after them. You know, it sucks, but unfortunately, it's just something we all have to do. When I was first learning about like write-offs and all that shit, it was like a foreign language to me. I didn't understand any of it. But after you get a little older, you'll start to get used to it. Tell me not, as an adult, I just feel more distanced from my friends than I was when I was younger. And it's all because we all have jobs now, so nobody can really keep up with each other as often. Because I miss the days where I was hanging out with my friends all the time, and I would see them almost every day. But obviously, no one has the energy to hang out that much anymore. We're all working our soul away. We're starting to get used to this lifestyle, and we're all tired as fuck all the time. During my childhood, I'd be hanging out with my friends like every day. It was super spontaneous. Sometimes we would just say, all right, we're hanging out on this day, and it would be just very last minute. But now we gotta plan something like far in advance because everybody has work or other responsibilities they gotta take care of. And all the homies got girlfriends now. Almost all of my friends except me. And of course, we can't forget that you can no longer eat whatever you want. I can't just eat pizza and not feel like shit afterwards. Like, it's gonna happen. Because when you get to adulthood, your metabolism starts to slow down. I was lucky to have a very fast metabolism as a kid. But now when I'm an adult, if I'm eating Oreo cakesters, you know, like I did when I was a kid, that's not gonna turn out too well. Like, obviously, you can have sweets once in a while. Like, it's not gonna hurt you. But it cannot be a frequent thing if you really want to stay in shape. And of course, I want to stay in shape because I want to live a long, prosperous life. That's why I'm in the gym, you know, I'm making sure I'm staying active. It's also very important when it comes to dieting. You know, those two things go hand in hand. As a kid, you know, I played sports and I was constantly running around a lot, so I didn't really have to think about what I was eating that much. But now, of course, I'm sitting in this goddamn chair all day. I'm no longer the 9-year-old MLB prospect. Okay, I sucked ass. I was not an MLB prospect. I hit 1 home run in baseball and thought I was all that in a bag of chips. But yeah, if I ate how I did as a kid, oh, I would be fat as shit right now. I would definitely be built like Nicholas Perry Avocado. It would not be looking very good for me. But adulthood isn't all that bad. You know, you're free to do whatever the hell you want. And even though people are going to call you an old head or an unk or whatever the hell, you have more life experience. You are more wise. But whatever part you're in life right now, just enjoy it and just make the most out of it. That's what's most important. But yeah, I talked a lot about jobs in this video, so if you want to watch a video about jobs nobody wants to have, then click on this video.